Creating software is one of the most expensive things that you can do online right now, but there is a hack where you can spend $0 on creating it. Are you interested in finding out how? Let's go. Hi everyone, Eva from Traveling Entrepreneurs here. Creating a software for $0 is very possible in today's world. When you think about it, every single person in this world has their own set of skills, and hopefully if you've been going through the laptop startup courses, you have enough knowledge about how to actually launch and sell a product. Now there is another part of it, and that's content creation, and if you have not decided to create content based on some of our training that we have or other training that's available out there, maybe you might want to actually launch a software, but how do you do it, especially if you're not a developer? Well, the one hack that we have for you is to partner with a developer. Now it might sound a little bit sketchy or you might not feel comfortable doing it, but trust us, this is one of the best and easiest and almost fastest ways to start creating software, to create software that you can put your name to, and also to launch something that is going to sell for a higher price than a normal digital product. So how do you do it? How do you get a developer to invest their time and resources into creating a software for you for $0? Well, you just need to find them. The reality is that there's a lot of developers out there, some with already made products, and they don't have the skills that you have to be able to sell it. So this is where you come in. You can go and search for these developers online. Now these developers, sometimes they're on forums or social media networks like pages and groups of developers, but sometimes they might also be hiding on other social media networks like LinkedIn, for example. One of the biggest successes that we've had is by going through websites like Upwork and looking for developers that are looking for jobs, because sometimes these developers, they've created a really cool software, they don't know how to sell it, and so they've continued to be a freelancer on a website doing development work for other people that are paying them to do money. But realistically, a lot of these people, they're quite also entrepreneurial, and they do want to see their name on a software that they own where their face is out there, and that's where you come in, because you can partner with them in order to actually go on and sell the software. Now for you, you're not actually going to need to develop the software per se, but you will need to put in your time and resources, of course, into actually creating the launch and creating the sales materials, because while your developer is busy fixing bugs or even creating the software, if it's being done from scratch, you will need to ensure that you're recruiting the affiliates, that you're creating the sales materials, and you're making sure that it gets scheduled onto the launch calendars and all of that sort of stuff. Now, one thing that we found that's really important when you do partner with a developer is to create a contract. Now, if you don't have the funds to hire a legal team, for example, or a lawyer to draft up these contracts, you can search for example, templates online of JV partnerships. So these are just joint venture partnerships, or for example, on some marketplaces, you can create a joint partnership agreement on those. So do check out, that section if the marketplace that you plan on selling on does offer that, but make sure that both of you sign it and you both know your roles within this agreement, so that your developer is the one that is in charge of the software and the after customer care once it's launched, and they agree to fix any bugs and not launch before any bugs are fixed and all of that sort of stuff, and then have it spell out the fact that you're going to be helping out with the sales and marketing side of things. Which brings me to my next point. You need to make it very clear that your developer, because they are in partnership with you, and hopefully you're going to have an agreement where there's, for example, a 50-50 split, that they will then stay on and help with customers, because that's one of the most important things about software, is to be able to support the customers that have purchased the software so that they can continue using the software and that they're happy with what's happening. And hopefully if the developer has created the software themselves and they're quite proud of it and they're happy with how it's turned out, they'll be happy to stay on and help out with customer service. One of the objections that your developer might have is that, hey, well, you've done the sales part and you've done the launch, but then it's up to me to continue with the supporting of customers. This is where, for example, pricing strategies come in, because if you are selling software, you might want to offer the software at a monthly cost. Therefore, some of those costs might go to your developer in order to, well, not costs, but some of these fees that members are paying, they might go over to your developer in order to keep paying their staff or themselves for their time to keep continuing to support the customers. So make sure that you make all of these terms very clear from the outset inside your contract. That's it from me. Comment below with whether you are interested in launching your software or if you are more interested in digital products, and perhaps anything that you might want to contribute to other people that are commenting about how you've gone through and maybe partnered with a developer if you have experience in that. Please subscribe to our channel if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in one of the next videos. I'll see you later.